Okay. The culture shock isn't shock. What do you mean? Culture shock is a sudden feeling of confusion or surprise when confronted by an unfamiliar situation or cultural environment. So basically, a cultural environment, I would say. Right? Let's say one time I was in Sudan, you know. Have you ever been to Sudan? I was in Sudan and I saw a lot of people with some headbands. Yeah, Sudan. They were wearing some headbands. I was there with, on a trip, and they wear some headbands, pretty weird headbands. And I was like, whoa, what is that and stuff? People didn't like a lot of stuff that I used to do back then, and I was in culture shock because I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. Can I do that? Is it really good? Is it gonna be does it offend others? Yeah. And then it was different stuff. Oh my god, yeah. So I was in a culture shock. So I was in a culture shock when I got to Sudan. Jessica, a lot of people didn't like my, uh, for example, my attitude, right? So a lot of people didn't like my attitude because there you're not really that free to do a lot of stuff. And I was like, I was drinking, I was like doing a lot of other stuff, and people didn't like it. People didn't really like that. It was crazy. So it's a culture shock. Yes, I was afraid of a lot of stuff of doing there. And culture vulture. So culture vulture, it's informal stuff. So it's someone who has an avid interest in the arts. Um, Culture, basically, in the culture, in the culture, for example, if you're really interested in culture, I don't know why, I would say in a cultural stuff, right? In a cultural stuff, I would say. So yeah, of course. So culture vulture is some, for example, I I am not really a culture vulture person. I'm not really into, I'm not into culture stuff, But Jessica, but Jessica is a culture vulture. So yeah, she's a culture vulture. I mean, she's really into cultural stuff, and she was the one who actually dragged me into that trip to Sudan. I mean, I didn't really like that, but she dragged me in, and I paid the money, of course, but which I don't really regret. Without a doubt, of course, without a doubt, I paid all of this. Cultural diversity. Cultural diversity, it's just mix of cultures and races. For example, here in the group, like I think we have a wide range of cultural diversity. I'm from the teacher is Karakalpak. A lot of the students are Uzbek, and there are some students from other parts, I believe. I don't know, other parts of the world, I guess. Like from, we have a lot of students from America. They're trying to learn how to speak here. So I'm trying to teach them to speak, of course. So it's like a cultural diversity. There's a wide range of cultural diversity here. Hmm. Australia, for example. Yeah. So example, cultural. Okay. Cultural diversity is huge in Uzbekistan. What the values? Values, it means the morals and beliefs of an individual. Yani fikirlari, hayallari degan ma'noda keladi bitta. For example, he's a man with high moral values. So it's about the ya'ni ishonchi nimalari qanaqadir bir qadr qimmatli insonga aytiladigan narsada bir ko'p narsani tushunadigan. Misol uchun, he's a man with high moral values. So it means he has better understanding of other stuff. Yeah, human values basically. But not it's not all about human values. It's about the beliefs, the morals, moral degan tarbiya deganida. People cannot be with cultural diversity. Cultural diversity o'zi odamlarni umumiy aytiladi-da, bu odamlar shunaqa, ya'ni qanaqadir har xil nimalar bor, millatlar bor degan ma'noda. Stereotype. Stereotype, a generalized belief or idea about a particular race or certain group of people. Misol uchun stereotip bilamiz, stereotip misol uchun qarang. Qanaqa stereotip bor? Misol uchun qora nimalarda Amerikada, for example, black people Uzbekistan is a country with huge cultural diversity, I would say. Wide cultural diversity. Like, what do you like? What do you imagine? Like when you see a black person, we don't really do a lot of stuff with black people, right? We don't have a lot of other stereotypes. But I would say in America, if it's like a black people, like it's called racism. So when they see most of them, like, they say, oh, that's a criminal, right? That's a criminal. Or yeah, kind of like that one. So stereotype. Or Chinese people. Whenever you see Chinese people, you talk about them like with I think you know that. Yana qanaqadir bir odam haqida umumiy fikrda bo'lish, lekin bu xato bo'ladi ko'pincha. Stereotip. Misol uchun, matematika o'quvchilari bizada bor, matematika o'quvchilari judayam qiyiqim bo'lishadi deyishadi. To'g'rimi? Men o'zimda ko'p eshitganman. Matematika o'qigan odam judayam qiyiqim deyishadi-yu, sizlarda nima deyishar ekan? Ya'ni hamma narsani sanashaveradigan shunaqa odam bo'ladi. Ya'ni judayam ziqna bo'lishadi deb aytishadi. Bilmasam. Yoki ingliz tili o'qituvchilarini ko'rsa, ingliz tili o'qituvchilari judayam ko'p gapiradigan o'qituvchilar. Qisqasi, shunaqa bir qanaqadir stereotip degan shunaqa. Blonde people are often stereotyped as not being smart. Blonde people are not smart. I don't know. Maybe. Discrimination. Discrimination is diskriminatsiya, ayirish degani bu ham. I think you get that. Ayirish, ya'ni racismdagi. Stereotype. Stereotype. I said stereotype. Okay, what's wrong with that? Stereotype. Discrimination yani ayirish, unfair treatment based on prejudice or of a person group. So yani misol uchun bu yerda hozir qanaqadir любой bir narsaga nima deydi, misol uchun rangga bo'lishi mumkin, qisqasi haqoratlab ayirish bitta odamni. Misol uchun Germaniyadan kelgan odamni "Voy, sen Germaniyadan kelgansan, nemislarni joyidan" deb ayirib tashlasa, bu diskriminatsiya, bu discrimination. Nemissan, sen bo'lmaydi desang shu. Cultural norms, standard and expected behavior or ideas. So cultural norms, I would say, qarang, bizada cultural norms, like when you come here, you would say weddings do not happen without some, I don't know, yani kulturada misol uchun nima deydi, shunaqa narsalar bo'ladi, faqat ana shu kulturaga yaqin, faqat ana shu kulturada bo'ladi, shu kultura normalari, like cultural norms and standard and expected behavior or ideas, especially in one culture. Yani bitta kulturada shunaqa normalar bo'ladi, shu normalarni cultural norms deb aytiladi. Multicultural, a group of people with different beliefs and customs, yani ko'p kulturaga ega, nimalarni aytsak bo'ladi. Oh my god, there are many words, man. So a group of people with different beliefs and customs, yani har xil shu kulturaga ega insonlarni aytsa bo'ladi, va har xil fikrlarga va tadbirlarga ega. Okay, industrial farming. It basically means to produce large quantities of food capable of feeding large numbers of people. In industrial farming, judayam katta industriali nima deydi, fermerstvo, qisqasi, ya'ni ko'p miqdorda chiqariladigan mana industrial farming deyishadi. Yani the industrialization of farming, it basically means to produce large quantities. Katta quantitylarda chiqariladigan nimalar. Oh my god. Animal farm, hayvonlar fermasi. Dairy farm, sut fermasi. Rice paddy bu shola fermasi. Organic farm, degani shu toza mahsulotlar chiqaradigan fermani aytishadi. Ya'ni hech qanaqa ximikatsiz yoki GMO crops, additives, qo'shimchalar qo'shilmaydigan. GMO degani genetically modified organisms degani. Right? Modified organisms. Ya'ni shu misol uchun qisqasi ishlangan, uni sortlarga chiqarishadi-yu, misol pomidorni har xil sortlari bor, shunaqa nimalar bilan shunaqa sortlarga chiqarib har xil sortlarni chiqarib tashlashgan. Yo'q, bularda unaqa emas. Organic farmlarda toza mahsulotlar chiqadi. Toza mahsulotlar. Wheat, corn farm, demak bug'doy ishlab chiqaradigan yoki makka ishlab chiqaradigan fermalar. Cattle, large animals like cows domesticated. Endi katta hayvonlar cattle deb aytishadi. Hayvonlar deyishgan, o'zi hayvonlarni ham ma'noda, ya'ni cattle. GMO, I don't know. Wheat farms in Uzbekistan. I wouldn't really say that. I think there are many many rice paddies. You know, there are many rice paddies in Uzbekistan, I would say. Livestock, farm animals regarded as an asset. Yani buyam shu fermani hayvonlarni livestock deyishadi. Mol-hol, cattle degan shu mol-holda. Crops bu ana shu o'simliklar bizani o'siradigan mana shunaqa. Grain degani tuxumli, boshoqli degani, shu boshoqli ekinlar, fruit vegetable hammasini crop desak bo'ladi, ya'ni shu ekin-tekin. Ekin-tekinmi, eginmi, donmi? Shu ekinlar, ekinlar. Cultivate, shu o'sirish, cultivate, right? Plants. I will cultivate rice this year, guys. Yeah. Rice, I'm cultivating rice. I think I'm going to be rich this year. I'm going to be rich. Yeah. Yeah. Harvest. And then I'm going to harvest every one of them, and I'm going to be selling them for money, for tons of millions of dollars. Yep. Harvest degani yig'ib terib olish degani harvest. Yig'ib olish yoki terib olish. Plow ikkalasi ham plow o'qiladi. Plough emasmi? Plow. To turn up the earth of an area. Harvest o'rishdan yig'ib olish ekin-tekinni. Plow bu degani yerni nima qilish? Yerni nima qilish? Yerni surish. Sow, this is scattering. To plant the seeds of a plant or crop. Sow degani yer haydash, to'g'ri, anu plow degani. Endi sow bu sholi ekadigan qadrdonlarimiz bilishadi. Sholi ekadigan qadrdonlarimiz sholi ekkan paytimizda nima qilamiz? Sepamiz. Ya'ni shunaqa tepib katta qo'llar bilan nima qilib chiqamiz. Ana shu sow deb aytiladi. Sowing. And I think I'm going to be, I'm going to be sowing all of those seeds. Damn, bro, it's going to be a hard work. Sug'orish emas. Uloqtirish. Donni loqtirib chochib chiqadi-yu. Tilga bir balo bo'ldi bugun. Sochib. Sepib chiqadi, sep. Scattering, yes. Scatter degan o'zi sepishda har yoqqa. Fertile land. What is this really over? Oh. Fertile land degani bu unumdor yer degani. Fertile land. Common collocation. Land that plants will grow. In Uzbekistan, there are a lot of fertile lands, In Uzbekistan is rich, with fertile land. Uzbekistan is really rich. Unumdor yerlar. Mechanized farming, agriculture. So mechanized farming or agriculture means the process of using agricultural machinery. Ya'ni mexaniklashgan degan ma'noda kelyapti bu yerda. Mexaniklashgan, avtomatlashgan ferma. Hay. So hay means, really? I didn't know about that. For people, you can also use fertile. Really? I don't know. Maybe. Person who works hard and stuff, I guess. Like who's really good with a lot of stuff. I don't know. Hay. Hay degani shu grass that has been mown and dried for use as fodder. Ya'ni shu har shu xashak, somon asosan anavi nima boru nima deyishadi ferma bo'yicha umuman mani bilimim yo'qda shunga qiyinroq. Anavi to'rtburchak qilishadi-yu. Nima edi o'sha? Press qilishadi, press. To'g'ri, press, yes. Xo'p, shu presslarni ham aytishadi-da, bu press. Fodder degani o'zi press degani shu. Chemicals, ximikatlar. Yeah, like don't use chemicals, of course. Ranch is a rancho, right? Rancho degani ranch, ya'ni katta ferma. Va o'sha yerda odamlar yashashadi, qisqasi hayvonlar bo'lishadi, hammasi odamlar yashab ichida fermada istiqomat qilishadi, katta ferma. Avstraliyalik do'stimiz bilishi mumkin. You know, a person from Australia might know this. Michael, I see that you are from Australia, so I think you know that. Ranch. Yeah, bruh. Sancho is in Rancho. Yeah, but also Michael is in Rancho. Rancho, no. Ranch, we say ranch. Why did I go with that rhyme? Pesticide degani shu pestitsidlar. Ya'ni hayvonlarni, ya'ni mayda chuyda chivin-pivin, yomon ishlarni o'ldiradigan narsalar. Pesticides. Do you use pesticides like at home? Like, have you ever done this? Like, we use it a lot. We use a lot of pesticides, man. Like, is that o'ldiradigan? Yes. I use all of them. In the summer, yes. On a daily basis. Oh, I am using one now. Yes, I use it every day. Or you try to eat with appetite, your meal pesticides make it. Your meal pesticides make it? What do you mean? Pesticid bu nima anavi o'ldiradigan narsada yomon chivin-pivinlarni, nimalarni shunaqa chivinlarni o'ldiradigan narsa. Chivinlarni o'zi emas, ular parazit ular. Ular parazitlar ular. Parasites. Ular pestisidlar shu ximikat nimalarda. Ya'ni ximikat bo'lganda ham shu o'ldiradigan narsalar. Tushunasizmi? Seasonal. Yeah, for destroying insects, of course. Seasonal, ya'ni sezonniy degani seasonal. So sometimes, there are many seasonal crops. Can you name some seasonal crops? I think a lot of crops are seasonal. I mean, all of them, I guess. Not all of them. Banana always, I think banana is always available. But there are many crops like that are seasonal. For example, cherry, yeah, cherries. Afsumida. And there is a word again. Strawberries, yeah, they are very seasonal, man. It's really hard to get them, and they are expensive. I hate them. I hate strawberries, man. They're expensive. Strawberries are out of my price range, man. They're out of my price range. You know what I'm saying? Seasonal clothes, yeah, shoes, for sure. That's right. Grapefruit, yeah, but delicious. I don't know. They don't seem that delicious. They seem delicious, but once you taste, it's not. I don't know. I've never tasted one actually, so I never know. For you, okay. Yes, for me, But I've never really tasted. And I don't know, so you can call me dumb for that. Okay, that is about it. That is about it. Enough is enough. What do you mean? I could talk about this the whole time. You don't control me, please. Grammar. Let's go to grammar. Yeah, let's go to grammar. Barn store. Oh, barn. A large farm building used for storing. No, storing. Bu omborxona deganda. Omborxona degani barn, omborxona. Barn store emas, omborxona degan bu barn. For example, yesterday I went to a ranch in Australia and there was a huge barn, right? And I went there with Jessica to see some animals and to see some storages. I went there with Jessica to see some storage, to see some other stuff. It was great. Yes, it was amazing. That barn is a very good place. Yeah, that's it. Some people got it. Some people got it right. You're right, man. The way you laugh, it's yeah. That barn was amazing. I will never forget that barn. So romantic. Yeah. 6 tenses to use for 6.5 plus. So 6.5 plus what? Maybe 7 plus. But these are very, very simple. Present continuous haqida bilamizmi? Present continuous haqida bilamizmi? Bilmasangiz bu kursni olib xato ish qildingiz. Afsus. Xo'p, present continuousda qani menga bitta qani misollar bering, qani ko'raylik. Qanchalik bilar ekansiz? Chiranyapsiz, ko'ramiz. Ko'ramiz qani. We're hitting the books now. Bittangiz ham qolmaysiz. Qo'limga chasanku, deydi. Bilasizmi? Smooth. Listening. You is being angry. We're watching your video lesson now. Yeah, I'm attending the attending 19.2 Bermuda, attending online speaking course. I'm working in the garden now. Really? Are you working? Video. What do you mean video? What? Video? Where? We're listening to you. Yes. Okay. Shu present continuousni yaxshi foydalanib bilishingiz kerak. I'm living in the using the present continuous suggests that you will not live in a student accommodation for a long time. Right now, I'm living in student accommodation. Okay, and I think it's good. What about present perfect? What about present perfect? To have. For example, have you been abroad? Have you been abroad, guys? Have you been abroad? Please let me know. Have you been abroad? Answer this question using present perfect. I've been to Italy. Not yet. Yes. Okay. I need full answers. Oh, you've been to New Kuchbro? Really? What? That's great. Yes, I've been to Russia. I've already did my homework. It's a very surprising answer. Have you been abroad? I said, chet elda borib kelgansizmi desam, men allaqachon uyga vazifamni tugatganman dedingiz. I think it's a very good answer. Bro. I don't understand why. Oh, I've already done. Yes, again, I've already done. I didn't read that part. What? Done. It should be done. Yes. I was checking you guys, okay? I knew it, but I was checking you. Okay. So you can say, yes, I've been to the USA. I've been to the USA. Of course. Not once, twice. I've been there twice, bro. And for three, present perfect continuous. Not a lot of people use this. Present perfect continuous, they don't use this. I don't know why. This is cool to use, I've been really meaning to use these type of things. So let's say it's the structure is to have been verb ing. So let's say, how long have you been living in this city? How long have you been living in your city? Can you guys tell me how long? When I was since since I was born, I've been living here since I was born. Yeah, I've been living in Tashkent for 3 years. Cool. I've been living here, do you any since my childhood. I've been living there since I was born. Living there, where? There, you mean? But how? Yo'qda emas, mashqda emasmi? I've been living for 4 years. 4 yildan beri yashayapman. Abbosxon, qayerda yashayapsiz? Umuman 4 yoshmisiz hozir? Tushunmadim. Bitta joyini ayting-da. I've been living in Tashkent since my birth. Since I was born would be better. I've been living since my childhood, except several years. I've been living in my city since I was born. Cool, yep. Oh, I've been living in Australia since 2020. That's great. That's great, man. It's just amazing. You're just kidding. What do you mean? I believe Michael. Of course he's living in Australia. Why would I doubt that? I believe you, bro. Um for first conditional structure is this: if present simple, if I do my homework today, future simple, I will, everything will be dope tomorrow. So I want to ask you this. Example, let's say, if I get high score in my IELTS exam, I will study in Canada, right? So can you make up some sentences for me right now? Can you make up some sentences for me? Let's see some sentences for me, especially for me. Okay. If I study today, I will get IELTS 9. Well, yes. I don't really want to burst your bubble, but I think it's good. Yep. I want to teach you a word, a very cool word. If I get taken out, I will study Uzbekistan. I'll study Uzbekistan. What? If we learn old things related to grammar structure, we'll obtain a high score for IELTS. Yes, that's right. If you get up at 6 a.m., we'll have a lesson. Well, guess what? No, I can't get up at 6. It's really hard. It's hard. I tried, but it's hard. It's man, I don't know. So burst someone's bubble. Burst someone's bubble. Yes, if Johnny calls Jessica, they'll be together until the end. Well, yeah. If I remember first condition, I'll use it in the IELTS exam. Okay, good. Now, burst someone's bubble means destroy someone's hope or dream. Basically, hope. Let's say I want to get band 9 from for writing. I want to get band 9 for writing. I might say, like, I can ask like Bigzot Narachmedov, or I can talk to other people and say, hey, I want to get band 9 for writing, and they might say, oh, I don't really want to burst your bubble, but getting a band 9 for writing is just something that you will never achieve. So it's like birovni umidini puchga nima qilish, ya'ni umid emasda birovni nima deydi, hope qilib aytadi-yu sizga, man misol uchun man o'qishga kirish oliyman, man 1 oy vaqtim qoldi, hozir tayyorlanib o'qishga kiraman desa, endi san baribir o'qishga kirolmaysan, lekin umidingni o'chirgim kelib turgani yo'q, lekin baribir manimcha qiyin bo'ladi deysiz-da, shunaqa narsa. Shashta qaytarmoq. Shunaqa, burst someone's bubble. Like, for example, I have a bubble. Like, I say, oh, I want to be president, guys. Do you want to burst my bubble or what? Please do not burst my bubble. I want to be a president. Umidini chippakka chiqarishmas. Qanaqa qilib tushuntirsam ekan? Man shunaqa qilib aytaman, siz I don't really want to burst your bubble, or burst somebody's bubble degan shu birovni aytgan fikrini yo'qqa chiqarib yuborishda. Misol uchun, mana shunaqa bo'lgim keladi desa, yo'q, sen umuman bo'la olmaysan desa, bo'ldi. Tamom. I burst his bubble. He burst Muhammad Ali's bubble. But Muhammad Ali got it first, bro. Yeah. Okay. So then Boomy said, I think, no. Why? Burst someone's bubble? No. It's not like that, bro. Okay. Second, why not? Let's go to second conditional. I think we should probably move to second conditional right now. Second conditional, the form is here. The past simple, if, and then would. For example, if I had $1 billion, I would buy a private jet. This is a second conditional. So past simple, if I had, would you have $1 billion? Probably not. I won't probably have $1 billion, bro. I won't probably have that one. Yeah, I don't worry too much. I don't worry about that. So, if you had $1 billion, what would you do, guys? If you had $1 billion freaking dollars in your bank account right now, what would you do? You know what I would do? Well, I would spend it. If I had enough money, no. If I had $1 billion, just say $1 billion, bro. $1 billion, I would getting married. Married, you mean? I would get married? If I had a chance, I would live in America. If I had a band 9 score, I would not learn English. I would set up a business. I would, I would set up a business. If I had an umbrella, I would not be wet. If I had billions of money, I would go to the moon. Yeah, right now, probably you're talking to the moon. But you're Saturn, though. Saturn is above the moon, I guess, right? So why would you worry about that? I would buy NASA. I think you can't, even if you had $1 billion, you can't really buy NASA. It's not enough. If I had enough money, I would purchase BMW. Okay, that's good. I know. Yep, sure. If I had $1 billion, I would do a lot of things. Yep. So, this is impossible part. If I could fly, I wouldn't drive a car. So it's like that's impossible. Right? No, 6, I used to. This can be used to describe something that happened often or was true in the past. To use to infinitive. For example, something that happened in the past but does not happen now. I used to go to swimming with my dad every weekend. I used to go swimming with my dad every weekend, right? Endi hozir davom bo'lmaydi-da bu. Now you don't go swimming with your dad. With my dad every weekend. With your dad, of course. So I used to go swimming, but nowadays I don't do it. I used to chill every weekend. I used to sleep more than 8 hours. Really, I used to run every Sunday, but now I oversleep. I used to miss lessons every day. Yeah, I used to play football with my buddies last month. Yeah, I used to. I used to. What talk less? I used to talk less when I was a child, but nowadays I talk a lot, man. I'm a talkative person. Talk a lot, god damn it. And the second one, something that was true. Demek o'tmishda bor bo'lgan, hozir yo'q bu ham narsa. Misol uchun, I used to have a long hair. Let's say I used to have a long hair. I used to have only one girlfriend back in like 2 years, like 2 years ago. I used to have only one girlfriend. To be used must just use two. O'tmish haqida gapiramiz. I used to. I am used to bo'lsa unda man o'rganib qolganman bo'ladi. So I used to have a long hair. I used to have long hair. I used to have I'm used to bo'lsa bo'ladi, lekin u boshqacha ma'nosida, ma'noda chiqib ketadi. Past haqida bo'lmay qoladi. I'm used to for example, I'm used to something. Okay. I'm used to playing football stuff. I used to have a bike. I used to be introvert when I was a child, but now I can get on well with everyone. Cool. barcha zamonlarda kelishi ham mumkin. I was used to. Yeah, probably you can say that. Of course, I don't have anything wrong with that, but I'm talking about I used to have. So I used to. I'm not talking about I'm used to, bro. Um. Okay. Let's talk about some samples. Have you visited a farm, guys? Have you visited a farm? I want to know if you have really visited any farm in your life. Have you visited a farm? Let's talk about a farm here. Let me know if you have. Yes. So here's my sample answer. These are the sample answers here. Probably send this part two right there. I've never been visited. I've never visited. Never been visited, MS. Okay. Oh man, I want to sleep, bro. Hey, let's talk about it. Yes, my grandfather was a farmer, and he and my grandmother used to live on a farmhouse in the middle of their farm in Haji Ali, Karakal, Pakistan. My parents would take me there during our summer vacation. They had a lot of summer holidays, I would say. They had a lot of wheat and corn fields and many people um, and many apple and orange trees. I still remember the taste of fresh juice made plucking fresh fruits from the trees. So made from, why did I write plucking? What is that? So this is a sample answer here. And what kind of farm do you like, though? I say, yeah, taste of fresh juice. That's it. I would say made from plucking. I know, but I don't know. I don't feel like using that word. Okay. I like farms that put effort and care into their products. Ethical farms where farm animals are treated humanely, given good diets, and not given antibiotics. Farms that grow non-GMO crops and don't use excessive pesticides. Yes, I like those farms. But I don't really care for farms, man. I don't care if they do anything. I don't care about that. My grandfather my grandfather used to have a farm, and it was, I don't know, all they used to talk was about animals. Like, man, I hated all of that. Now, yes, do you think farming is important? Yes, I think farming is very important. Farms are an integral part of the food industry, and farms are the sources of the world's food supply. These are the answers that I came up with probably last month and stuff. Right now, my mind completely changed. Farms are not important. Yes, you cannot really say farms are not important, but I think farms are important. Yes, but if you really want to be negative, you can say I wouldn't really, bother thinking about farms, because nowadays, actually, without any farms, we can produce a lot of, we can produce a lot of products, and they're pretty much edible. So I wouldn't really care about farms and something probably. But I would say farms are actually important. You can also say because it's easy to talk about it. And did you do farm work when you were young? Yes, I used to help my grandfather on his farm. I would help him and other farm hands um, with harvesting with crops. I also used to help with making juice and taking care of dogs and chickens in his farm. So yeah. And guys, number three, what kind of plants do people like to grow in their homes? In Uzbekistan, People like to grow many different types of plants, like medical herbs. Medical herb degan şu ot çöpler degani. Flowers, fruits, and so on. We also have many plants in our home, but I don't know most of their names. Yes, you don't have to name any of them, you just can say just some of them. That's it. Like, I don't really know most of their names. Okay, we don't need this part. Are there many people growing their own vegetables now? Well, Uzbekistan is an agricultural economy, so yes, many people in Uzbekistan grow their own vegetables. Also, the trend of eating organic food has encouraged people to grow their own vegetables, right? So what do you think of farmers? Hey, what do you think of farmers, guys? I believe that farmers have the most important job in our world. If farmers will not grow, if farmers will not, what? Often will not have any food on our table, and there would be hunger and starvation. Yes, I think farmers have the most important job in the world. What are the differences between traditional and modern agriculture? Tradition desa, shu traditionda nimalar foydalaniladi? Traditionda used a lot of chemicals for increasing the yield and preventing the crops from diseases, but modern, yeah, but modern technologies, but I would say the latest leaps in technology have allowed us to come up with better culti let's say cultivating methods that do not require additives, right? Additives they unfortunately. Yeah, I would say something like that. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it, guys. That's actually pretty much it about farming and culture. And these are the words basically. And make sure that you use all of these appropriately. The grammar, pay attention to grammar for sure. And these words, I think these words are really cool. So make sure that you use them. And yeah, what book? What book are you talking about? What book? The book? I mean, the book that I shared. I mean, the subtle art. Oh yeah, that book is yep. I mean, like that book is the best for me, like personally. So I shared the best book that I know. I think that book is gonna be one of your favorite books, man. And you know what? There is actually a movie coming out. I think a movie about the sudden art of not giving a. Oh, it's really hard to say that in front of you guys. So yeah, there's actually a movie, so you better also check it out. I guess. Voice? What do you mean voice? What happened to my voice? Oh, I was. Yeah. Okay. I think it's good right now, right? Yes, I think it's good. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Talk to you later. And please, all of out of all of these lessons, I think this one is the best. Like this one, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. It's a very cool book. Make sure that you listen and then read, and that's gonna be perfect. Okay, have a good one, guys. We got to wrap it up here. Talk to you later. Have a good time.